you work, it's the payroll savings plan. Where you bank, it's the bond-a-month plan. Everywhere, it's United States savings bonds for real financial security.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is your host, Kenny Delmar, introducing Guest Star, one of a series of programs produced and transcribed in New York and presented by this station and United States Savings Bonds as a public service. Our guest star for this program is Basil Rathbone, star of stage, screen, and radio. In his role as radio detective, Mr. Rathbone has caught more criminals than you'd think possible, even in radio. Before we start him out on the trail, however, here's music by the $3 and the Savings Bonds Orchestra under the direction of Dennis Agay. It's a medley of two favorites, Mary Lou and Ain't She Sweet.
Mary Lou, cross my heart, I love you. Every bell in the steeple is ready to ring, and all the people are planning pretty presents just for you. Mary Lou, won't you give your promise true? Why, for miles around they're waiting to start their celebrating when you say I do, Mary Lou. Sweet, see her coming down the street. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? Ain't she nice? Look her over once or twice. Now I ask you very confidentially, ain't she nice? Just cast an eye in her direction. Oh me, oh my, ain't that perfection? I repeat, don't you think that's kind of neat? And I ask you very confidentially, ain't she sweet? Ain't she sweet, I repeat. Just tell me confidentially, ain't she sweet?
Yeah, well, that was fine, gang. And now here is our guest star, Basil Rathbone.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen, and how are you, Kenneth?
Simply top hole, old boy. How's yourself?
Well, I was planning to say that I was simply top hole, but you seem to have got there ahead of me. Doesn't happen often, you know.
Quite right. I've heard you many times as a radio detective, and I know a fella has to get up early in the morning to get ahead of you.
Yes. It's best to stay up all night.
Tell me, Basil, what is the most important requirement for a fiction detective?
Well, Kenneth, I should say the most important requirement is that he have a stupid assistant. You know, the type of fellow who goes about making casts of his own footprints, stumbling over evidence, that sort of chap. One can pick them up rather reasonably.
Well, say, for example, that you started a detective agency and you were the great detective. Where would you get a dumb assistant?
Dear boy, don't be so modest.
What? Oh, yes. Well, but I hate to be typed.
Say no more. We're in business. Music, maestro, if you please.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring you Who Done It, starring those amazing detectives Rathbone and Delmar. Honestly, folks, we don't know who done it, but there's one thing we are sure of. Rathbone and Delmar don't know either. So here they are, our defective detectives. We find them in their office, which they are redecorating in anticipation of the next crime wave.
While we're fixing up the place, I think we'll take those pictures down.
Yeah, what's wrong with him, Chief? I seen some just like him in a dentist's office.
Yes, but this is not a dentist's office. We're detectives. We ought to put things up, something significant, something to indicate our calling.
Yeah, who's calling, Chief?
No, you don't understand.
Well, give it to me again slow, huh?
I said that since we're detectives, we should fix up the office so people will know what we are when they walk in. Do you follow me?
Oh, sure, I'm following you,
Well,
Chief.
stop it at once. It makes me nervous.
Well, how do you figure to fix the place up, Chief?
Well, we'll hang a few sets of fingerprints around. That'll give the place class.
Oh, where'll we get the prints?
Make some with your little dandy junior fingerprint outfit.
I ain't got it yet, Chief. I ain't got enough box tops.
Why? I told you about it 2 months ago.
Yeah, I know, but I just can't get used to that crash bang cracker corn breakfast food. It tastes good, Chief Hay, but it makes so much noise it keeps me awake at breakfast.
Nonsense, Kenny. You start eating crash bang cracker corn 3 times a day until you send away for that little dandy junior fingerprint outfit. You hear me?
Okay, Chief.
Then I think we should have a few clues around, too.
Clues, Hay?
Yes, clues. Now, I don't want to tell you again what a clue is. I've told you 100 times.
No, wait. Don't tell me. Don't tell me, Chief. I got it. It's something the guy who done it leaves behind him.
That's right.
Like, say, his hat and coat. And then we look in his hat for his initials. And then we look in his coat, and there's a letter from the mob. And we...
Yes, my dear fellow, why should a criminal leave his hat and coat behind?
Maybe it's turned warm out.
Then he wouldn't wear his hat and coat, would he? He'd leave them at home.
Okay, so we go to his home and search his closet. He don't get away from us so easy, huh, Chief?
No, Kenny. You don't find anything like that lying around. You look for little things like, a hairpin.
Aha, so a dame done it.
Or perhaps we find a suspender button.
Had a guy with her, huh?
Uh-huh. Now we're getting warm. All we have to do now is to find a fellow with a suspender button missing.
Sure, or a dame who's minus a hairpin. It's as simple as ABD.
You mind, Kenny? A, B, C.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, Chief. I remember you told me that before.
Well, try and keep it in mind.
Yeah. So you think we ought to put some clues around, hey?
Yes, it'll give the place a professional tone.
Yeah, but if we put them clues around, the evidence will point to us.
Don't worry, Kenny. We'll have an alibi, and the clues will impress the clients.
Oh, sure. What clients?
The ones we're going to get, stupid. After all, we're not in business for our health, are we?
No, I feel fine, Chief. But, maybe after that last case we worked on, we won't get no more clients. Inspector Flagg, was awful mad at us.
Oh, well, that was just a little accident. Could have happened to anybody.
Yeah, but especially to us. Inspector Flagg figured that we should have known that guy was the crook we were after when we saw him trying to get in through the window.
Well, after all, the chap said that he lived there and had just forgotten his keys, and he had proof, too.
How do you mean, Chief?
Well, remember? When we searched him, he didn't have any keys.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I remember. Then they said to look for a clean-shaven man, and this guy had a little mustache.
Of course. Remember how it kept on coming off? Then the police said that the man they wanted was short. This fellow looked short. But when we asked him just to check up, he said he was 6'4".
Yeah, that's what he said. That's what the man said. Yeah, that's right, Chief. I think that Inspector Flagg was maddest about us giving the guy money for a railroad ticket to get out of town.
Well, after all, Kenny, the chap said that he was leaving town for his health, and naturally you'd like to help anybody who's sick.
Chief, we were pretty smart about getting that IOU out of him for the dough we lent him, though. And we were pretty smart to sign it ourselves instead of letting him sign it.
Yes, Kenny, certainly. The man was a perfect stranger. Why should we let him sign it?
Sure. Hey, Chief, somebody's at the door there. Maybe it's a client.
Mm-hmm.
Are you, Rathbone and Delmar, the great detectives?
Yes, indeed. Sit right down, won't you? Just a minute. Let me get this clue off that chair.
I don't see anything.
No, of course not. That's our business. We notice everything. Now, what can we do for you?
I'd like to employ you, gentlemen.
Oh, isn't that splendid?
I'll explain the details of the case, you
Case?
see.
My dear fellow, I believe you're suffering under a misapprehension.
Yeah, that's what he's doing, all right. Yeah, Chief. He's suffering under that thing there.
We are radio detectives.
Radio detectives? You mean you don't want to take a case?
A case? Certainly not, my dear fellow. What we want is a sponsor.
Thank you, Basil Rathbone, for that interesting glimpse of radio detectives. And now the $3 sing for us with Dennis Agay, the Savings Bonds Orchestra, and When Yuba Plays the Tuba.
His name was Yuba dumb, and so was Yuba. Just a big ambitious bum, and when he found a big bass tuba, then he bummed his way to Cuba. And the rest is history. Down in Havana, there's a funny-looking buba. He plays the rumba on the tuba down in Cuba. Oh, and he samples sell an apple, but the chap would rather grapple with his oopa, oopa, oopa. They prefer it to the boopa, boopa, doopa. They love the rumba on the tuba down in Cuba. It doesn't take him very long to get a tumbo, for all the rumba lovers go into their rumbo. Oh, how I'd like to be his double, for without a bit of trouble with his oopa, 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 he can knock 11 ladies for a loopa. They love the rumba on the tuba down in Cuba. He's not a greenhorn, he blows a mean horn, a must be seen horn. Oh, he's a whiz. His name is Yuba. He was homely, he was dumb, and so was Yuba. Just a big ambitious bum, he wouldn't do it so much as chew a piece of gum. So this is news to me. Why, oh, Havana loves this funny-looking booba who plays the rumba on the tuba down in Cuba. I can't believe it, but they tell us every peanut friend is jealous of his oopa. Oh, what a horn, what a horn has he. Yuba, 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 yuba.
Well, Kenny, perhaps you and I wouldn't do very well solving problems, but there's one problem that everyone can solve for himself.
And what is that, Basil?
Well, Kenny, I'm referring to the savings problem which faces everyone. It's really no problem at all, however, when you save the easy, automatic way with U.S. savings bonds.
Tell us more about that, Basil.
Well, everyone can now save regularly. The easy, automatic way, where you work or where you bank. Where you work, it's called the payroll savings plan. A certain amount is set aside for you each week from your salary for investment in U.S. savings bonds. If you're not on regular salary, there's the new bond-a-month plan at your bank. If you have a checking account, you simply tell them at the bank what denomination of U.S. savings bonds you want each month, and the bank does the rest.
Well, it certainly does sound like the easiest way to save.
It is, Kenny. It's easy, automatic, and sure. Remember, where you work, it's the payroll savings plan. Where you bank, it's the bond-a-month plan.
And there's another important thing to remember about U.S. savings bonds. They return $4 for every 3 invested in just 10 years. U.S. savings bonds are backed by your government, too. There's no safer investment in the world.
If you're not already saving regularly, the easy, automatic way, the U.S. savings bonds, get full details. Where you work or where you bank. U.S. savings bonds are your investment in America, your safeguard for the future.
This is your host, Kenny Delmar, signing off for Guest Star, one of a series of programs presented by this station and United States Savings Bonds as a public service. Guest Star is produced and transcribed in New York. We want to thank Basil Rathbone for appearing with us on this program. Thank you very much, Basil. And till next we meet, here's a question to remember.
Have you invested in United States savings bonds this week?
They're a good buy. Goodbye, that is.